From a young leather apprentice in France to one of Louisville's wealthiest industrialists, Theo Conrad built a fortune that would ultimately produce one of the most extraordinary Gilded Age mansions in Kentucky. Hi everyone, Ken here. Hit that subscribe button and let's explore this house. In 1832, Theo Conrad was born in the Alsace region of France. As a teenager, he apprenticed in the traditional craft of leather tanning, learning to transform raw animal hides into durable leather, a smelly but lucrative trade in the 19th century. Political unrest in France prompted Conrad to seek his work abroad, and in 1853 he set sail for America. After a harrowing 3-month voyage, the 21-year-old arrived in New Orleans, only to find the city in the throes of a yellow fever epidemic. Wisely, he pressed upriver to Kentucky, settling in the Louisville area where opportunity awaited. In Kentucky, Conrad applied his tanning expertise and entrepreneurial drive to build a thriving business empire. He started a small tannery in Shepherdsville and soon gained a reputation for quality leather. By 1870, he had relocated to Louisville and expanded into a larger operation, taking advantage of the region's ample oak forest for tannins and natural salt licks essential to the tanning process. He then co-founded the American Oak Leather Company, launched the Conrad Shoe Company, and even partnered in a New Albany firm producing leather goods. As wealth started to accumulate, he reinvested by helping to organize Louisville's Third National Bank and even showed a civic spirit by co-founding the city's first humane society for the prevention of cruelty to animals. During the Civil War, Conrad served as a captain in the Home Guard, defending Louisville on the home front. Flush with success, Conrad began investing in real estate. He purchased a prime lot in the up-and-coming St. James Court neighborhood in Louisville, which was being developed on the former Southern Exposition grounds as an exclusive enclave. Construction of Conrad's mansion began in 1892, and over 3 years, at a cost of about $35,000, the house rose into a true architectural showpiece. Famed Louisville architect Arthur Loomis of the firm Clark & Loomis designed the residence, blending Richardsonian Romanesque heft with elegance. The result is a 3-story, 20-room palace encompassing over 10,000 square feet, unmistakably grand and built to impress. From the outside, the Conrad-Caldwell House evokes a stone castle. Its exterior is constructed of rough-cut Bedford limestone, a light gray stone richly carved with floral motifs and mythical creatures. The front porch features twin, semicircular arches so massive and intricately carved that they rest on squat pillars like something from a medieval cathedral. Above, the roofline is a rather whimsical composition of gables and turrets, including a distinctive corner tower, all asymmetrically placed in lively Victorian fashion. Perched along the cornices and porch are gargoyles and grotesques carved in stone, silently keeping watch over the court. This fusion of styles and fanciful details made the house stand out even among the many showy mansions of old Louisville. Stepping through the heavy front doors, visitors in 1895 would have been awed by the modern amenities and exquisite craftsmanship inside. The home was equipped with both gas and electric lighting, among the first residences in Louisville wired for electricity. It also had indoor plumbing with hot and cold running water, a luxury at the time. But it was the handcrafted beauty of the Conrad-Caldwell House that truly leaves a lasting impression. Inside, the mansion is a veritable museum of fine woodwork. No fewer than 7 types of hardwood were used throughout, from golden oak and walnut to cherry, bird's eye maple, cedar, spruce, and cypress. Master carpenters, many of them German immigrants, carved and assembled the woodwork entirely by hand, even building the grand staircase piece by piece on the front lawn before installing it. The first floor alone is adorned with over 120 carved fleur-de-lis as a tribute to Theo Conrad's French heritage. You'll find these stylized emblems hidden in moldings, stair brackets, and window frames. In the formal parlors, the wood floor was arranged to resemble a quilt, a nod to American craft tradition requested by Theo's wife Maria. From floor to ceiling, nearly every surface in the home received ornamentation or fine finish, creating a richly textured environment meant to wow guests and cocoon its residents in comfort. Across the foyer on the right is a room that originally served as the library, later known as the gentleman's sitting room or study. Its walls were once lined with built-in cherry bookcases loaded with literature and leather-bound volumes. The mansion's dining room is a stately space designed for lavish dinners and entertaining in high style. Centered around a long polished dining table, the room is encircled by rich oak paneling that gleams warmly in lamplight. Like many grand houses of the period, the mansion even included a billiards room, a leisure space for games of pool and camaraderie after dinner. Climbing the grand staircase to the second floor, one finds the more private quarters of the Conrad and Caldwell families. The bedrooms on the upper floors each have their own character, furnished with massive carved poster beds, marble-top dressing tables, and personal fireplaces. These rooms are less formal than the entertaining spaces below, yet still richly appointed. They served as comfortable sanctuaries for sleeping and family time. Theo Conrad enjoyed his majestic home for only a brief time. In his early 70s, just a decade after the mansion's completion, Conrad's health took a sudden turn and he passed away in 1905. With her husband gone, Maria Conrad found the mansion too large to keep on her own. In 1908, she made the difficult decision to sell their beloved home to the Caldwell family. Following their tenure, from a short period in the late 1930s into the mid-1940s, the mansion was used as a boarding house, providing rooms for students and professors from the nearby University of Louisville. But that too was short-lived. In 1947, a new chapter began when the Caldwell heirs sold the house to the local Presbyterian church. The grand residence was converted into the Rose Ann Hughes Presbyterian Home, a charitable retirement home for widows and elderly women. For the next 40 years, retired residents lived within the mansion's walls, rocking in chairs by its fireplaces and taking meals in what had been the Conrad's dining room. The Presbyterian home residents and staff were careful with the mansion's historical elements. In fact, when any fixture or piece of art had to be moved into storage, they reportedly labeled everything meticulously rather than discard it. Thanks to this foresight, when later restoration efforts began, the original lighting, hardware, and decorative pieces of the Conrad-Caldwell House were not lost to time, but waiting safely in the attic. In 1987, members of the St. James Court Historic Foundation, a neighborhood preservation group, pooled resources to purchase the Conrad-Caldwell House and protect it from redevelopment. The house initially served as the headquarters for the annual St. James Court Art Show, and volunteers began working on a full restoration. After years of dedicated effort to peel back mid-century alterations and repair aging systems, the mansion was ready for a new life. In 1992, it reopened to the public as a decorator showcase home sponsored by the Junior League, and soon after as a permanent house museum celebrating the Victorian heritage of Louisville, which remains operational to this day. And with that, I'll turn it over to you. What did you like most about this house? Let me know down below in the comments section. My goal for this year is to reach 1 million subscribers, so if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and let's reach this goal together. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time on This House.